Hello everyone, it's me again. Uh, I've got a really interesting item here. I found it as I was shopping, and there's so much I want to say about it. I even had notes written down, and I lost the notes, so I've got to wing it, just ad lib as much as possible here. But in my last video, I talked about how the official start of the holiday season was upon us, and the election nonsense is behind us, and now it's moving forward. Let's just move forward. And I saw this, there was no way I was going to pass this up. One of my favorite Christmas rituals is to watch a series of Christmas-related horror movies, but I also like to watch It's a Wonderful Life and A Christmas Story. It's my favorite Christmas story ever. Christmas, as far as Christmas movies go, A Christmas Story wins hands down across the board. So when I saw this, I said, yep, I'm buying that. In all the little research that I've done, I still haven't learned how to say this word correctly. It's either Karbach or Karbach. I think it's Karbach. It is from the Karbach Brewing Company. You'll shoot your eye out. Yes, sir. Now, I like to look up these new brews when I get them. I like to find out a little bit about them. So I don't just come at you with, it's fishy like a beer, it tastes like a beer, it's good. No, I want to tell you a little bit about it. And that's what my notes were for. But I lost them. I've misplaced them. What I can tell you is, oh look, I just noticed that it's a major award. That's good. Anyone who knows the movie knows the reference. But anyways, what I can tell you is it is brewed with a truckload of spices. It's got allspice, nutmeg, a few other that escape me right now. Cocoa nibs is used in this, which I'm kind of like, what? But the one that's in here that really caught my attention when I looked it up and studied it is one called cardamom. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, I'm sorry. Cardomom. Cardamom. Remember octomom? This is cardamom. This spice, or I'm pretty sure it's a spice, has been described as being a little minty. I don't know, I've never had it, never tried it. But when I read up on it, it is chock full of health benefits. I'm not even just talking like, oh, it's good for digestion or something. And it damn near can be, but the list was so impressive. It said that it helps against things like cardiovascular disease. It cures mouth diseases, gum diseases, including gonorrhea. Dig that. It fights cancer. It helps with intestinal problems, bad breath. And I'm thinking, like, that's in the beer? Really? Shoot. There's some health benefits there. Man. Oh, and it also helps guard against it helps to eliminate erectile dysfunction and premature ejaculation. That's what I read. Go Google it if you don't believe me. Cardamom. Look it up. Health benefits are there. I'm sure there's not a lot used in this. Probably have to drink about 17 of these to get real health benefits from it. But the fact that it's in there, and the fact that it led me to study up on it a little bit, I might be looking into that cardamom a little closer. Might use it for a few things. Not erectile dysfunction. No. But anyways, You'll shoot your eye out. Yule, as in, the Yuletide season. It's a Christmas beer, people. So unless you hate on things like Santa Claus, let's get into this. Alright, as soon as I opened it, I could see it was dark. The foam, the head on it, it was super dark. Oh man, there's a whole lot of party going on in there. Yeah, I expected that to be a dark one. And I was not wrong. Am I going to fit all of that into this glass? It's right there. I think I got most of it in there. Hell yeah, nice pour, Derek. Oh, look at that rich, dark color. You can't have that many spices in a beer and walk away with it being lager yellow or even like an amber color. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. Look, cocoa nibs. The only time I've ever seen cocoa nibs, the first time I ever heard of cocoa nibs, was on one of those cooking shows. I think it was Chopped. They opened up the basket and there was all these things in it, and cocoa nibs was one of them. So you just knew this was going to be a dark beer. Geared for the holiday seasons. It has a really pleasant scent to it. It smells like Christmas cookies, almost. Yeah. I'm pretty sure what I'm smelling above everything else is the allspice and the nutmeg. Very good. Well, without further ado, let's shoot our eyes out, shall we? Yeah, think of your favorite dark beer, and then add a few extra spices to it. You pretty much nail it right there. It's got that very bitter backbite, but not so much that it's unpleasant. Flavor-wise, it's pretty incredible. And I can, just tasting it, I can see why they added what they added to it for a holiday themed beer. Some might find it a tad bit, how shall I say, a little strong as far as the flavor is concerned. It does have like that black coffee kind of bitterish taste to it. But for those of us who like our brews dark, for those of us who dig a good dark offering, no complaints. I keep calling it a beer. I'm pretty sure this is an ale. But if I'm wrong, sorry. Ooh, I'm tasting that coming and going. I got a little bit left in this can. Very little. I almost poured the whole thing in here. Is there anything on here that I should be telling you? Partly brewed in Texas, Houston, Texas. Well, here it is. Ale brewed with cocoa nibs and spices. Yeah. Didn't see it on there, but I'm pretty sure I read this as an 8% alcohol content. So that's always nice. Warmy in the winter. Of course, I've never needed any warming in the winter down here in Texas. No. Ah, yeah. Each drink produces those spices just a little bit more on the palate. It builds up. I'm starting to taste that build up there. Which of those flavors is cardamom? I have no idea. Like I said, I heard it was minty. I don't taste anything minty in there. But there's a definite spice rack thing going on in here. I just wish I could remember the other spices. I'm telling you, the list was like that long, so. Allspice, nutmeg, cardamom, and cocoa nibs, of course, but that's not really a spice. What is the other? Nope, can't remember. Oh well. It's a seasonal beer, I'm pretty sure. You're not going to get this year round, so if you want to try something a little different, I got the quad pack. Ran me about, it was $10. So $2.50 a can. It's not bad. I've had other Karbach offerings that I really liked. This is a nice seasonal, and I'm starting to feel it, like it gets a little warm right here. I don't know if that's me or if it's this, but like right around here, it's warming up a little bit. Might be the spices doing that. I don't know. Cannot for the life of me think of what I would pair this with. I would just enjoy it alone. Alone. No. I would, drink it by itself. I wouldn't. Well, maybe, if you had to snack with it, I'd say like some high-end venison beef jerky. Yeah, I think that follow-up is really good with like a nice semi-spicy beef jerky. I said venison beef jerky, didn't I? Venison jerky. Venison beef jerky. So, what do I rate that? Scale of 1 to 10, I give it a solid 8. Got no problem doing that. It's a keeper. So, yeah, if you're in the market for some holiday brews, holiday beers, if you're into that kind of thing, if you like buying things based on the time of the year, sometimes you have your summer shandies, sometimes you have your Halloween pumpkin beers, and then sometimes you have a spice-laden Christmas brew. And this is, for all intents and purposes, a Christmas brew because it's based on the movie A Christmas Story. So there's no way to confuse that with, oh, they just called it that. No, they could have called it anything. YULE, shoot your eye out. YULE, as in Yuletide. So it's definitely a Christmas beer. If If you're into getting stuff like that, if you're into getting stuff like that, definitely give that one a try. And if you like dark beers, definitely give that one a try. There's 2 points to definitely give this one a try. Karbach, you'll shoot your eye out. With cardamom. Send the kids to grandma's. You might be open for business, boys. So, yeah. Hope you enjoyed that. And I hope to see you again real soon. I'll have something else on the holiday forefront ASAP. Until then, take care, and I'll be talking to you all real soon.